Heating the oxygen in the suffocating humid air. Our celestial guardian looks down on a fractured earth, mourning the tragedy right from the moment of birth. Ultraviolet rays piercing through the fragile ozone, melting the marrow inside of every human bone. I shield my vision from the agonizing solar glare, breathing the tragedy lingering in the atmosphere.
The thermometer shatters from the escalating degree, boiling the surface of the terrifying angry sea. A planetary teardrop falling from the blazing sphere, making the environmental consequences crystal clear. The asphalt softens underneath my heavy tramping boot, incinerating the branches and scorching the deepest root. We gaze at the zenith, completely blinded by the light, praying for the mercy of the cooling velvet night.
The stratosphere is weeping, a river of liquid gold, a devastating prophecy that the ancestors foretold, sweating out the poison in this terrifying heat. A cosmic phenomenon that is impossible to beat. Oh, look up at the crying sun, scorching up the sky, watching the ancient frozen glaciers slowly die. Crying sun, blazing with the furious radiant grace, leaving a sunburn upon the entire human race. Let the brass section wear, let the temperature rise. We are staring directly into the apocalypse's eyes. A massive eruption of 1,000 degrees, bringing the toughest warriors straight to their knees.
The desert oasis is turned into a shallow dust, corroding our machinery into a pile of rust. A solar flare disrupting the satellite communication, causing a panic across the frightened, trembling nation. We gather round the bonfire to sing a desperate hymn, knowing our chances of survival are incredibly dim. The equatorial intensity is far too much to bear, a massive conflagration that we simply cannot share.
My mascara liquefies and runs down my burning cheeks, searching for a sanctuary for the weary and the weak. The sunburn blisters upon my unprotected, fragile skin, a visible punishment for my unrepented sin. I raise my hands up high toward the burning yellow disk, accepting the danger and the unavoidable risk. The melody acts as a supernatural sunscreen lotion, calming the turbulence of my terrifying. The stratosphere is weeping, a river of liquid gold, a devastating prophecy that the ancestors foretold, sweating out the poison in this terrifying heat. A cosmic phenomenon that is impossible to beat. Oh, look up at the crying sun, scorching up the sky, watching the ancient frozen glaciers slowly die. Crying sun, blazing with the furious radiant grace, leaving the sunburn upon the entire human race. Let the brass section wail, let the temperature rise. We are staring directly into the apocalypse's eyes. A massive eruption of 1,000 degrees, bringing the toughest warriors straight to their knees. Eclipse heat wave fades. Sudden downpour from a cloudless sky, washing the deception from my weary eye. The saline droplets trace a jagged route, digging to the bottom of the deepest root. A tiny puddle forms upon the pavement stone, reflecting the visage I have barely known. Gathering the water in a porcelain bowl, purifying the edges of a tarnished soul.
The Arceus ritual begins at dusk, shedding the remnants of a hollow husk, submerging the ego in the rising tide, leaving absolutely nothing left to hide. The precipitation carries an ancient lore, sweeping the debris from the ocean floor, baptized anew in this sorrowful stream, waking the spirit from a dormant dream. Let the reservoir overflow the dam, revealing the truth of exactly who I am. A liquid testament to the pain we bear, evaporating slowly in the humid air. Mystic tears, a crystal clear release, negotiating terms for a lasting peace. Mystic tears, falling like the summer rain, washing the residue of the urban stain. You keep crying out, an ocean drop by single drop. We let the water flow until the hurting stops, a sacred fountain springing from the chest, putting the exhausted intellect to rest. The weeping willow bows its branches low, absorbing the moisture from the soil below. An irrigation system for the barren dirt, healing the anatomy of a lasting hurt. The tributary feeds into a roaring sea, washing away the chains of captivity. We harvest the sorrow from the weeping eye, a glorious liquid that will never dry. My eyelashes heavy with the morning dew, painting the horizon in a softer hue. The condensation gathers on the window glass, watching the procession of the shadows pass. A vulnerable offering laid upon the shrine, turning bitter water into vintage wine. The clarity emerges when the crying ends, mending the fractures that the universe stands. Let the reservoir overflow the dam, revealing the truth of exactly who I am. A liquid testament to the pain we bear, evaporating slowly in the humid air. Mystic tears, a crystal clear release, negotiating terms for a lasting peace. Mystic tears, falling like the summer rain, washing the residue of the urban stain. Crying out, an ocean drop by single drop. We let the water flow until the hurting stops, a sacred fountain springing from the chest, putting the exhausted intellect to rest. Pour it out, empty the bitter well, breaking out of this self-constructed cell. The salinity cures the microscopic tear, washing the landscape until it's absolutely clear. Trickle, cleanse, breathe.
sacred fountain springing from the chest, putting the exhausted intellect to rest. Let it wash over, pure liquid gold. The weeping's done. Melody vibrating inside my chest, putting my emotional endurance to the test. The pendulum swings, pulling the gravity down, wearing a heavy, invisible, thorny crown. A melancholy tempo carrying my fragile weight, accepting the terms of this unfortunate fate. Tears falling silently on the acoustic wood, misunderstood in my own neighborhood.
The metric rhythm healing the deepest wound inside this cabin where I am marooned. The persistent vibration shakes the solid ground, wrapping my trauma in a comforting sound. The cadence of grief is a powerful tide, washing away the stubbornness and pride,
plucking the strings of a broken instrument, documenting the pain in the sonic document, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win.
The metronome clicks with a merciless pace, tracing the lines on my weary weathered face. A deep oscillation from the amplifier cone, speaking a language that is entirely its own. The physical toll of this emotional debt is something my muscles will never forget, but the therapeutic shuffle starts to take control, mending the fractures in my damaged soul.
I lean my shoulder against the vibrating amp, lighting the wick of my flickering oil lamp. The harmonic resonance aligns with my heart, piecing together the things that fell apart. A slow motion dance in a solitary room, dispelling the shadows and the creeping gloom. The frequency acts as a medicinal balm, restoring a sense of unprecedented, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Feel the resonance, let the tears flow, release the burden, just let it go. Vibration is the medicine, the beat is the cure, making our intentions absolutely pure.
Beat,
Ache, move, heal, heal. and calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin. A musical battle that we are trying to win. Healing rhythm, let the groove take over. No more pain. Nicotine haze wrapping around the room, sweeping away my senses like an old forgotten broom. The vinyl record spins a scratchy, melancholic tune, bathed in the artificial glow of a neon moon.
I tap my fingernails against the cheap mahogany, trapped inside this beautiful toxic symphony. You walk right through the parlor with a dangerous swagger, holding my attention like a hidden silver dagger. I strike a match against the heel of my leather boots, wearing this tattered confidence like a tailored suit. The atmosphere is heavy, saturated with desire, walking barefoot across a pit of burning fire. I see you sitting there, sipping on a sour drink, pushing my sanity way past the absolute brink. The jukebox hums a melody of broken-hearted fools, breaking every single one of the tavern's golden rules. Inhale the vapor, let the poison circulate, leaving our fragile future to the hands of fate. Exhale the misery, watch the gray clouds rise. I see my own reflection in your compromised eyes. We got those smoky blues tearing up the atmosphere, the loudest kind of silence that you'll ever hear. Smoky blues, a fatal magnetic attraction, looking for a tiny bit of chemical satisfaction. Oh, turn up the amplifier, let the feedback scream, living in the middle of a feverish dream. Yeah, we're burning out fast, but we're shining so bright, singing the smoky blues into the endless night. The bartender polishes the glassware with a filthy rag, while I surrender completely to this glorious drag. A pocket full of coppers and a pocket full of lies, ignoring the warning signs and the desperate cries. The tempo shifts into a syncopated heavy grind, leaving the rational decisions completely behind. Your lipstick leaves a smudge upon the paper cup. I am falling way down, but it feels like going up, going up, going up. My vocal register drops into a gravelly tone, navigating this hazardous territory all alone. The friction between us creates a static spark, illuminating the corners of the pitch black dark. I flick the ashes right into the porcelain tray. No, tomorrow I will definitely have to pay, but tonight the rhythm is a captivating drug, sweeping our transgressions right under the rug. Inhale the vapor, let the poison circulate, leaving our fragile future to the hands of fate. Exhale the misery, watch the gray clouds rise. I see my own reflection in your compromised eyes.
last night. Keep it burning, don't let the fire die. Smoky, smoky, keep it burning. Pouring the bourbon from a dusty glass bottle, pushing my sanity full speed at the throttle. Fermented courage making my boots want to sway, chasing the ghosts of my yesterday away. The saloon is spinning in the dizzying blur, causing a raucous and magnificent stir. Ice cubes clinking in a crystalline cup, drinking the bitter medication straight up.
Tapping my heel on the sticky wooden planks, joining the misfits in the rebellious ranks. A dizzy intoxication wrapping around my brain, numbing the sting of this relentless pain.
The brass section howling like a wild coyote, floating my troubles on a fragile boat. A barrel of liquor in the pocket of lint, running a marathon in a frantic sprint.
Swirling the liquor,
Catching the amber gleam,
waking up
violently from a sober dream. Tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving our misery scattered on the floor.
Whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor, stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank,
A chaotic, joyful mess, relieving the tension and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug, caught in the grip of this musical bug. A jubilant riot in the fermented haze, dancing right through this magnificent maze.
The upright piano takes a pounding abuse, providing the perfect and rowdy excuse. A tavern of sinners, hypocrites and saints, removing the shackles and the tight restraints. My collar is loose and my tie is undone. This chaotic revelry has only begun. A potent concoction to loosen the tongue, a mischievous anthem that must be sung.
My petticoat swirls in a furious spin, embracing the chaos and the beautiful sin. The bartender rings the heavy brass bell, casting a potent and intoxicating spell. I stumble slightly, but I catch my own stride, enjoying the thrill of this turbulent ride. The vintage amplifier crackles and pops, nobody leaves until the melody stops. Swirling the liquor, catching the amber gleam, waking up violently from a sober dream. Tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving our misery scattered on the floor.
Whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor, stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank,
A chaotic, joyful mess, relieving the tension and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug, caught in the grip of this musical bug. A jubilant riot in the fermented haze, dancing right through this magnificent maze.
raise up your glasses,
Toast to the night
bathe in the glow.
of the flickering light,
Let the intoxication
fuel the fire
take in the temperature.
higher and higher.
Sip, sway,
this magnificent maze. One more round. Keep stomping. Skank it away. Yeah. Skank it away.
Celestial canvas painted deep indigo, watching the distant silver constellations glow. A velvet blanket wrapping my shivering frame, trying to forget the echoes of a hollow game. The lunar cycle guides my solitary feet, far away from the noise of the bustling street,
Seeking a sanctuary where the quiet heavily lies underneath the majesty of the open skies.
pacing the floorboards while the galaxies spin, shedding the weight of my original sin. The astronomical clock ticks in perfect time, a silent observer to this upward climb, eclipsing the hardship, leaving orbit behind, searching for a haven for a troubled mind.
The atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountaintop.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour,
We gather the remnants of our spiritual power,
guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea,
unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free.
midnight Zion,
A sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place.
midnight Zion,
Floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night.
the atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountaintop. Meteor showers blazing a trail of gold, a beautiful story that has never been told.
No borders, no boundaries, no terrestrial lines, just the universal truth that eternally shines, elevating the consciousness above the fray, waiting patiently for the breaking of day. My silhouette stretches across the silver lawn, breathing the oxygen before the coming dawn. Gravity loses its unrelenting hold, making my hesitant spirit incredibly bold. The cosmic hum vibrates in my inner ear, erasing every particle of lingering fear. A nocturnal pilgrimage to a sacred dome, finally discovering my permanent home.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour,
We gather the remnants of our spiritual power,
guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea,
unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free. the station buzzes with a frantic energy, preparing for a mass spectacular exodus of the free. I clutch my luggage tightly to my rapidly beating chest, leaving the concrete slums for the legendary West.
The metallic engine groans, spitting out a jet of steam,
transporting the passengers toward a collective dream.
a symphony of pistons pushing on the rusted wheel, a revolutionary movement that is finally getting real. The freight cars are loaded with the hopes of the oppressed, a monumental journey, a spectacular quest. The locomotive captain pulls the heavy iron lever, severing the ties to the Babylon forever. The rhythmic clatter echoes on the wooden railway ties, drowning out the government's fabricated lies. We shovel the combustion, fueling up the massive grate, escaping the perimeter of the dictatorial state.
Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard that trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices of the liberated crowd.
trench town train, tearing right through the tracks.
No hesitation and no ever looking back.
From the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintops so high,
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
sound the glorious whistle, let the engine roar.
We are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door. The cabin is vibrating with the fierce, rebellious chant, doing all the massive things they told us that we can. The velocity blurs the passing scenery outside, a thoroughly exhilarating, terrifying ride. The systemic barriers crumble as we barrel through, creating an environment spectacularly new. The compass needle points strictly toward the promised land, guided by the power of a mighty unseen hand.
I stick my head out the window to catch the rushing gale, writing a victorious chapter to this epic tale. The suffocating poverty is shrinking in the rear, replacing the anxiety with the vision crystal clear. The percussion of the tracks is a steady boom and kick, making the oppressive politicians awfully sick. A rolling sanctuary constructed out of steel, the most euphoric liberation I will ever feel. Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard that trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices of the liberated crowd.
trench town train, tearing right through the tracks.
No hesitation and no ever looking back.
From the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintops so high,
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
sound the glorious whistle, let Twilight settles heavy on the dusty dirt road fork, where the spectral entities supposedly walk and talk. I brought my warm acoustic and a pocket full of grief, looking for a supernatural, permanent relief. The cicadas are buzzing, a hypnotic droning sound, as I draw a circle on the unforgiving ground, waiting for the midnight when the bargain can be struck, willing to surrender all my everlasting luck.
A shadowy figure emerges from the sugarcane field, holding a contract that can never be repealed. The temperature drops in a natural freezing chill, testing the parameters of my independent will. He tips his dark fedora, flashing the golden grin, offering a shortcut through the labyrinth of sin. The intersection hums with the terrifying power, counting down the seconds to the designated hour. Transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact, a mesmerizing, fighting, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. He hands me the guitar, the strings are humming hot, promising the absolute success that I have sought. My fingers move with lightning, a virtuoso grace, but I see the sudden tragedy reflected in his face. Fame is an illusion, a temporary fleeting crown, before the gravity pulls you violently back down. The gravel crunches softly underneath this pointed shoe, reminding me exactly what I promised I would do.
I clutch my vocal microphone, my voice begins to soar, achieving a register I have never hit before. The talent is incredible, but the cost is far too steep, a horrifying secret I am obligated to keep. The crossroads disappear into a thick swirling mist, leaving me alone with this terrifying twist. The spotlight is blinding, the applause is deafening, but I feel my inner conscience slowly deadening. A transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact, a mesmerizing, fighting, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. The price of the magic, the cost of the fame, nothing will ever be the same. Tear up the paper, run from the deal, hold on to the only thing that is actually real. Sign the line, take the price, lose your soul, open your eyes. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact, a mesmerizing, fighting, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. The deal is done, crossroads. Lord of mercy. my sanity, full speed at the throttle. Fermented courage making my boots wanna sway, chasing the ghosts of my yesterday away.
The saloon is spinning in a dizzying blur,
causing a raucous and magnificent stir. Ice cubes clinking in a crystalline cup, drinking the bitter medication straight up.
tapping my heel on the sticky wooden planks, joining the misfits in the rebellious ranks. A dizzy intoxication wrapping around my brain, numbing the sting of this relentless pain. The brass section howling like a wild coyote,
floating my troubles on a fragile boat.
a barrel of liquor and a pocket of lint,
running a marathon in a frantic sprint. Swirling the liquor, catching the amber gleam, waking up violently from a sober dream, tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving our misery scattered on the floor.
Whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor,
stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank, the chaotic joyful mess,
Relieving the tension
and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on a tavern rug,
caught in the grip of this musical bug,
a jubilant riot in a fermented haze,
dancing right through this magnificent maze. The upright piano takes a pounding abuse, providing the perfect and rowdy excuse. A tavern of sinners, hypocrites and saints, removing the shackles and the tight restraints.
my collar is loose and my tie is undone.
This chaotic revelry has
Only begun, a potent concoction to loosen the tongue, a mischievous anthem that must be sung. My petticoat twirls in the furious spin, embracing the chaos and the beautiful sin. The bartender rings the heavy brass bell, casting a potent and intoxicating spell. I stumble slightly, but I catch my own stride, enjoying the thrill of this turbulent ride. The vintage amplifier crackles and pops, nobody leaves until the melody stops. Swirling the liquor, catching the amber gleam, waking up violently from a sober dream, tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving all misery scattered on the floor.
whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor,
stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank, a chaotic joyful mess,
Relieving the tension
and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on a tavern rug,
caught in the grip of this
musical bug, a jubilant riot in a fermented haze,
dancing right through this magnificent maze. Raise up your glasses,
toast to the night,
bathe in the glow of the flickering light.
let the intoxication fuel the fire, taking the temperature higher and higher. Sip, sway, sway, lean, stomp, sway, lean,
Stomp, whiskey skank,
getting dizzy on the floor,
stomping our feet till we cannot.
take no more.
Whiskey skank,
A chaotic joyful mess
relieving the tension
and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug,
caught in the grip of this
musical bug, a jubilant riot in a fermented haze,
dancing right through this magnificent
magnificent maze.